Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very good topic to talk about. Okay, about the Kaabah. Okay, basically the Kaabah is not a carved stone and does not resemble anything that is in heaven, earth, and sea. So it is not an idol by definition of the Old Testament. Okay, let's look at the refutable Leviticus 26:1. You shall not make idols for yourself, neither a carved image nor a sacred pillar. Is a pillar, is a Kaabah a pillar? Shall you rear up for yourself, nor shall you set up an engraved stone in your land to bow down to it, for I am the Lord your God. Okay, let's just go by definition. Kaabah is not a carved stone. Okay, it's not a carved image. It's basically just like a bricks built up in a cube form, square, because it represents the four corners of the world. Okay, that's why we have the Kaabah is in a cube, a four-sided wall. Okay, which is the house of Lord, and it is not an engraved stone. Okay, and we do not bow down to the Kaabah, because Kaabah is a direction of prayer, and since in our prayer, Muslim prayer, we have to bow down to God, and then the Kaabah become a direction of prayer, so it looks like we are bowing down to the Kaabah. That's according to the non-Muslim, because they don't have the wisdom. See, we in our prayer we have to bow down to the ground, and since Kaabah is the direction of prayer, and since in Mecca it looks like we are bowing down to the Kaabah, but we are not. Okay, that is the one that has to be clear in your mind. The Kaabah is none of the description. So you failed your English in school? Then this guy rebutted, you are the one who has English problems. That verse is very clear. Don't bow to any image. That is all. That's why I'm telling you, we are not bowing down to the Kaabah, but because our prayer need to bow down to God, and Kaabah is just the direction of prayer. And in Mecca it happened that Kaabah is just right in front of them. We are not bowing down to the Kaabah, we bow down to God. Okay, the Kaabah in Mecca is without equal in veneration in Islamic tradition, and had been revered by Arab pagans long before Muhammad's birth. According to the Quran, procession is an act of worship, since it is directly connected to the service or worship that must be rendered to Allah. It's true. Do you bow down to the king? Of course we have to bow down to the king, and the king is Allah. It just happened that the Kaabah is just right in front. That doesn't mean we are bowing down to the Kaabah. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Surely those who are with thy Lord wax not too proud to serve him. Okay, they chant the praise, and to him they bow. What is this? I think is this a hadith? So what they have to, what do they want to argue? Especially this guy, he quoted all the hadiths, and in short that I don't want to go through all those hadiths, because to me hadith is hearsay, you know, people can make up story about the Kaabah and all. After all, we have the hypocrites among the Muslims, so they could be the one who wrote all these ideas, the agenda that, you know, especially the one that says because he saw Muhammad kiss it, then the rest want to follow his sunnah, you know. So what if Muhammad never kissed it? You see, people just fabricated the hadith, you know, and then the rest of the Muslim unknowingly also they want to kiss the black stone, you know. No, nothing can take away your sins except your good deeds. Okay, not by kissing the black stone. See, I tell you, it is always their bloody idea to come up with such thing. Okay, so to wrap up this short video, the Kaabah does not represent anything that is on earth or in heaven or in the sea to violate the Leviticus 26:1. Okay, so Muslim do not bow down to the Kaabah. Okay, the Kaabah is just the direction of prayer, you know. Since we have to prostrate down to the king in the heaven, and the Kaabah is in the way, so it does not mean we bow down to the Kaabah. We bow down to the king which is in heaven. Amen. Thank you.